Hello students, today we are going to do this process of sedimentation and filtration using some household materials which are there at home. Like sand you can get easily in your surroundings, or if you don't have sand then you can use soil. I have taken in this vessel about 2 tablespoons of sand, and then water you can take up to half cup water you can take. Okay, and the other materials which I am going to use is this tissue paper which is easily available at our home, then these glass containers, and this is the top part of a cut bottle. So I'll show you how we are going to do the sedimentation and decantation process. So for sedimentation, in this water, that is half cup of water, I will be adding this sand. You can see, if sand is added to water, what will happen? It will start mixing with the water. But as sand is insoluble in water, if we try to mix it also, it will not mix properly. As you can see, with a spoon, if I try to mix it like this, it will not mix properly because sand is insoluble in water. So if I leave this sand for some time, slowly the sand or soil which is put in water will settle down. So you can see it is slowly trying to settle down. So I have kept here one container in which I had put this sand in water, and I had kept it overnight. So students, I think it is very clear to you that sand has settled down and water has come on the top. This part at the bottom you can see here sand is visible, and on the top you can see the water is clearly visible to you. Only some very small fine particles of sand are left in the water, while remaining all sand has settled down. Okay. So what we have to do now, this process, first we have to understand this process of settling down of sand in water or soil in water, that is only known as sedimentation process. So I hope sedimentation process is clear to you all. Sedimentation is settling down of the heavier sand in water or heavier solute in solvent. That is called as sedimentation. Students, I am showing you here the process of decantation. This is water with the sand settled down, which we have got by sedimentation, by keeping this overnight. That is, sand is put in water and kept overnight, that is for about 7 hours. When I kept it, then all the sand has settled down, as you can see, and this is the process of sedimentation. Now we are going to do the process of decantation. For decantation, I have got another bowl of similar type. Now you can see, slowly I will tilt this bowl and allow the top water to come into this second bowl. Slowly I have to tilt it so that the sand from the bottom does not come into this second vessel, and only I get water from the top. See. So almost the full water I have taken, very little water is left in this, and if I try to collect this, actually sand will come with it, so it's better not to take. So this is the sand which I have obtained from the water, and from the top I have taken the water. So sand or heavier solute I have obtained after sedimentation and decantation in this container. Now this is the liquid which I have obtained after the process of decantation. So I hope you are able to see that little amount of mixed sand or soil is there at the bottom of this container. As you can see here, little amount which is settling down, and some of it is mixed with the water here. So to separate this and to purify this decanted water, now we will do the process of filtration. So let's see how filtration is done. Now being at home, as we are in the quarantine situation, so we cannot have the things which are available in the lab, that is beaker, and we cannot get the filter paper and stand. So ma'am has made a improvised filter, and I am using the glass vessel which is available at home so that it's very clearly visible to you. And this one you can see, this is the top of a bottle. This I have cut this slurry bottle. As you can see, it's a Kinsley bottle, and this top portion I have cut, and then I will remove this, that is the cap of this bottle I have to remove, and I will invert it into this glass. Now next step, what will be done is, I will take this butter paper, it's not butter paper, it's actually this paper that you use generally for removing the oil from your food items, that is called as tissue paper. So tissue paper, as it soaks the water and allows water to fall through it. So I hope this will be a good alternative for the filter paper. So what we can do, we will have to make a cone out of this tissue paper. So tissue paper is already, as you can see, it is in the shape which is available in the market. So what I'll do, I'll fold it into two like this, and then I'll fold it into four like this, as it is available in the market. Now if I want to make a smaller one, I'll make again a fold like this, because our cap is small, so opening is small, so I will have to make a small cone out of this. So I've again folded it like this, then again I'll fold it like this, and this is the paper, tissue paper which I have obtained. Now what I'll do, I will make a cone like this out of this tissue paper, and I'll put this cone inside this cutting of the bottle. I have made this cone like this, and I have put it inside the cutting of the bottle. And next thing what I can do, if you cut it into proper square, then it will be a better thing to do. Like this, a tissue paper is there. If you cut it properly into a square, then it will make a better cone for you. So you can even try to cut it into a square. Like this, you can make the tissue paper, and then you can cut it from here. Like this, you can fold it, and you can try to tear it from here. At present I am tearing it by hand. You can do this process by a scissor also. So you will get a straight cut. So it's almost has become like a square. So square shaped tissue paper if I use, then it will be easier because a proper cone will be obtained. So like this, I have folded it into two, and then I am folding it into four, and then I can do like this. This is a cone, so I can replace it with this comb, which is made out of a square paper, square tissue paper. So I hope you are able to see and you have understood how to make a cone out of tissue paper. Now I have got this decanted water, as you can see here. This decanted water I will pour through this tissue paper which I have used as a filter, or for filtering I have used this alternative. So I am pouring this decanted water. You can see slowly the water is falling down from here, and this is the filtered water which I am obtaining here at the bottom. And from this filtration is occurring, as you can see here, some filtrate, that is solid particles I am obtaining in this. I can add more of this, that is decanted water. I have added more, and you can see drop this filtered water is falling down. Yes, in drops it's falling down, and I have obtained some amount of this solid particles here at the bottom of this. So this is the filtered liquid or clean water, I can say, and this is acting as the filter paper. Tissue paper is acting as the filter paper. This bottle cap is acting as the cone in our case, and this at the bottom whatever solid I am obtaining in this, it is called as the residue. Yes, this whatever solid particles I am obtaining at the bottom under this brown color, it is the residue. So let me do it again for you. Once more I will show you. So you can see this part. I am pouring again water, decanted water into it. I hope you will be able to see easily. Filtration is occurring from the bottom. I am going to pour all this decanted water into it. So the water which I am obtaining here, that is filtered water, it is little bit more pure, or it is having less brownish color than this decanted water which I have obtained. Now full decanted water I have poured into it. So I hope you are able to see this decanted water is very much brownish in color. Yes, maybe it's visible for you. Decanted water is very much brownish in color, and this filtered water which I have obtained is very little brown color. So filtration is occurring here. Slowly filtration is occurring. Now as the level of water has come up to the level of that cap, so I'll have to pick it by hand and do the filtration like this. If I give it movement, filtration will occur fast. So like this, it's an improvised filter which I have made at home. So students, you can also try out this experiment at home easily. This is a very easy experiment which you can try out at home. So here we have done the process of sedimentation like this, putting sand in water. Then we took out this water from top into another container like this, which was decantation, and we obtained this sand at the bottom and this decanted water. And decanted water we have done filtration by making our own cone, that is by a bottle cap, and then taking a glass and taking, instead of filter paper, I have taken here tissue paper, and you can see the residue, brown colored residue at the bottom. I hope all of you are able to see this brown colored residue at the bottom. This is the filtered water. It is little bit brownish, so again we can do filtration by using another tissue paper. So we will get almost a clean water. But I will advise that don't drink this water, you can give it to plants. So I hope today by this experiment the process of filtration, then sedimentation and decantation, all these three processes of separation are clear to all of you. So do this activity at home and enjoy learning science through activities. Stay tuned to your channel, that is Unique Learning, and learn more wonderful science activities from this channel. So happy learning.